So I said I'd split it, the Inspector Calls context videos into two. Actually, there needs to be three, don't they? Because we also need to look at the idea of the class system. Now, the class system splits all people into one of three groups: upper class, middle class, working class. Now, upper class would be people who are born into wealth, so their family traditionally is wealthy. The royal family is the very top of the upper class, but all these lords and ladies and dukes, who own their own land, who are from those posh families called the landed gentry, they would be upper class. Middle class, now, middle class is very broad. So you can have lower middle class, upper middle class. There's a lot of people fitted into the middle class, and their positions and the reasons why they're in middle class can vary massively. I'm middle class simply because I'm a teacher. People who have developed skills and qualifications in which they use in their job are by definition middle class. I'm a teacher, so I'm middle class. My dad was a teacher, so he was middle class. His dad was a miner, who would be working class. So my family, I guess, have moved from working class to middle class. At the top end of middle class would be people like Mr. Burling. People, Mr. Burling, we assume, has started off working class and dragged his way up by making his own business. And that's the other way to be middle class, by being successful in a business, owning your own business. So he is upper middle class. He's close to upper class. In terms of wealth, well, yeah, he fulfills the qualifications to go up to upper class. The trouble is, he's got no family background. To be seen as upper class, you need more than just money. People of just money who try to force themselves into those sorts of upper circles used to be described as nouveau riche, the new rich. That's French. Basically making fun of them. Ooh, they've got money now, but they've got no class. So Priestley's desperate. Sorry, beg your pardon. Burling is desperate to be taken seriously. He marries Mrs. Burling, who is of a higher class than him, because he wants to make that impression. He wants to be seen as upper class. And he is keen to develop a reputation for being a solid, respectable chap. He's an alderman. He was a mayor. He's a magistrate. He's getting all these titles so he can be taken seriously. So he's middle class, but he desperately wants to be upper class. And the marriage of Sheila to Gerald will help, because he's hoping Gerald, being upper class, being associated with his family, will another way that he can be seen as upper class. Now, working class is basically people who have unskilled jobs, if you like. So, for example, people who are working in factories or working down the mines. You don't need qualifications to work there, but you get to work there anyway. Mrs. Burling would look very much down on people like that when she says people of that class. So she really sees the working class as being massively below her, doesn't she? So upper class, middle class, working class are the three classes that we need to be aware of when we look at how Priestley is writing about an Inspector Calls.